Hello everyone, welcome to today's free live session. The topic is how to be productive and create a positive environment with yourself. Now I have so many questions here that you guys have asked and I am going to answer all of them. If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up right here below so that I know that I am clear and audible and I can continue answering all your wonderful questions. Darshita says, thanks for taking this session. Of course, Darshita, we try to do weekly free sessions so that we can help as many number of people as possible. So we see a lot of you have joined in. Let's begin. Okay. First question that I have here is, I think I need to see a therapist, but I can't afford a therapist. Okay, listen up, guys. If you are looking for a therapist, just DM us. I am on a constant hunt to find affordable resources for therapy. So you can DM us and our team will get in touch with you and send you all the links to take therapy. Of course, we don't take accountability for it, but those are some of the resources we found which do it on a budget. Thank you, Kapila. Thank you so much for your beautiful compliment. Hi, Kanchan. Always here for you. Okay, next question. How to be a good listener? I just speak in between always. How to overcome that? Okay, very easy. Every time that you're having a conversation with somebody and you feel the urge to say something, let the other person complete. Wait for 2 deep breaths time. For example, if I'm speaking to somebody and they're talking right now, once they've stopped talking, I will wait for 2 breaths time. And then I will continue talking. And if you feel like you've interrupted someone, just simply say, oh, I'm so sorry for interrupting you. Please go on. And once that they're done talking, that's when you can ask them, may I now add something to that? Always. See, you will make mistakes while having a conversation. Just be graceful about them, be very welcoming and practice the right etiquette. It's that easy. Okay, next one. How to do critical thinking and conversation skills without oversharing just to get accepted. When I read the word how to get accepted, my bells ring. Okay, so now I see that when you're speaking, you're not able to be authentic because you have this desire to get liked. Okay, you have this desire to get liked and you don't want, and you're overthinking it. So this question tells me that you're overthinking what to say, what not to say, I want to be liked, etc., etc. Know that you need to speak authentically. आप जैसे हो exactly वैसे बात करो. अगर सामने वाला आपको पसंद करता है तो great. अगर नहीं पसंद करता है तब भी ठीक है क्योंकि वो आपके लिए इंसान ठीक नहीं है. If somebody does not like the real authentic version of you, then they're not the right person. But yes, if you're asking me how can I develop my social skills and communication skills to present myself better, then that's another ball to play with. You can learn more about communication skills. You can learn about how to be fluent. If you want to start with, say, a resource, why don't you try reading the book called Verbal Judo. Try reading the book called Verbal Judo to be able to enhance the way you speak. But remember, always speak authentically. ऐसे ही बात करो जैसे आप बात करोगे. Don't try to be someone else. It's not going to work in your favor. Next one. I want to choose luxury management for my career, but I'm not confident. There's so many free courses out there which offer luxury management, free and at a low cost. Try them out, do those courses, see if you like them, see if you complete it till the very end. It's better to waste 2,000, 5,000 bucks than wasting 5 lakhs. So try it there, see how you perform, and if you do well, give yourself that chance. Go for it. Next question. It seems impossible to wake up early and start my routine, whatever I planned a day before. There can be multiple reasons for it, for you not being able to follow your new routine. Let's list a few. First, you have suddenly made a shift. Say that I am habitual of waking up at 9 a.m. I am not going to make tomorrow's routine of waking up at 6 a.m. That's a 3-hour gap. You cannot fulfill it. So you have to make it easy. If you wake up at 9 usually and you want to make a new routine, start by doing 8:30. Then make sure that all the tasks that you put for the next day, they should be very easy. You should be able to close your eyes, visualize that you're able to do all of them, then make those tasks super attractive. For example, you want to clean your room. So ye likh do that at 2 p.m. I'm going to play some blasting music and I'm going to clean my room with that. Make your tasks fun. Every task on your to-do list or quadrants should feel like a party, right? हर रोज कोई भी एक ऐसी चीज जरूर डालिए. Every day put one thing in your to-do list or your quadrants which you are doing for yourself. Watch a movie, and don't just watch a movie. Like don't just put a laptop on your bed and be like, okay, let me just watch something. No, put the laptop, create an environment, get some snacks for you, make yourself feel special even while watching that movie. Because when you see yourself doing that for yourself, your self-esteem will increase. You'd feel like, oh, I am so important that I'm just doing it for myself. That's a great way to enhance yourself in an all-rounding way. Okay, then you can wake up early by doing it slowly. From 9 to 8:30 for 10 days, then another 10 days, 8 a.m. and slowly and steadily you can reach your target goal. Whatever you've planned a day before, make it super easy, make it super duper attractive to do it, and then be able to go throughout the day. And of course, do one thing a day which makes you happy and make it special. That's how you can start planning and making a new routine for yourself. Try it. And when you do ping me and let me know if that works for you. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. Next question. How to overcome a confused mind? So simple. We are confused because there's a lot of things going on here. We are sometimes in this confusion that we're just loading. So when you're loading, it's overloading, and now it's time to unload. What can we do? Easiest practice. 5 minutes of guided meditation followed by 5 minutes of mind dumping. Mind dumping क्या है? Meditation करो, notebook खोलो, पेन पकड़ो, जो दिमाग में आ रहा है सब लिख डालो. तब तक लिखो जब तक माइंड थॉट्स देना बंद ना करे. फर्स्ट वीक टफ होगा ये करने में because you're not habitual of it, but after that I promise you will not be confused. You will have such clear vocabulary while speaking to someone. You will feel super duper confident. Try this technique of meditation followed by mind dumping every day in the morning. If the issue is large, do it morning and night, which is as soon as you wake up and just before you go to bed. Okay, I see some questions popping in here also. I'll answer them. How to do an internship and job with you? You can send in your resume and you can send in for the position that you're applying for at info@kseniaconsultation.com and our team will get in touch with you. How do I know my purpose in work? I'm confused. So, there are a lot of ways to figuring out your purpose, but the first step is to figure out your passion. Because your purpose should come from the overlapping spaces where you enjoy doing something and you're actually good at doing that particular task or willing to develop and hone those skills. So start by figuring out your passion. We at Ksenia Consultation also offer a program called Find Your Passion, wherein we can sit together. There are a lot of questionnaires, activities and tasks that I give, and through that course you're able to figure out your passion, and it is also followed up by the process to do it so that you can accomplish that particular purpose and make a career out of it. How can I be consistent? Okay. We are inconsistent because we make it extremely tough to do. Wake up at 6 a.m., run for 5 kilometers. No. Wake up at 8 a.m., go for a 5 minutes walk. And once that becomes habit, that feels super duper easy, increase the difficulty level simultaneously. And another hack, if you skip or miss one day, you cannot skip the other day. No matter how sick you are, no matter what's happening, you have to do it no matter what in capacity. Say you've missed meditating today, so tomorrow you have to meditate, even if it's for a couple of minutes, even if it's a 3 minutes guided meditation, you have to do it. So by staying consistent, make it super duper easy to do, Set time for it to do, set an alarm for it to do on your phone, and don't miss more than once. Okay, anything else? What to study to become an image consultant like you? Okay, so you're looking to become an image consultant, you can do the course from ICBI, that's where I did it from. However, I feel when you are in a profession like this, wherein you're providing a service, you need to be continuously educating yourself. So I do a lot of short-term courses, I study a lot of books, I make my own courses. I have gone beyond the knowledge offered to me in my short-term program. So start tiny, take a small step, do a professional course, and then pick up your niche, and then do small courses, read about it, and develop your skills there. How to be confident all the time? See, confidence is a feeling. You cannot be constantly happy, you cannot be constantly sad. So what can you do to make yourself feel confident most of the time? You can first need to work upon your self-worth. Make sure that you know that you see yourself in high regards. If आपका self-worth ही low है, आप कभी भी confident नहीं feel कर पाओगे. Self-worth, how can you work upon it? By knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Self-esteem develop करनी है फिर, which is develop confidence in your own abilities. How can you do that? By practicing, accepting and imbibing your own strengths. If you're good at painting, paint often, paint more, show it to people, make a career out of it. It will give you a lot of positive feedback. This will make you feel confident in terms of mental health. What can you do which are easy steps on day-to-day basis to feel confident? Dress up fantastically well. Every day wake up feeling like, what if I were to meet my worst enemy? Do I like my outfit? Do I feel like I look my best? If not, go change your outfit. Make sure that you're groomed properly. Your hair, your makeup, your nails, even if they're trimmed short, they need to be filed, they should look neat. Wear amazing perfume, not a lot, just the right amount. And of course, know your skill set, which is know how to communicate well, know how to be able to take on a conversation, and be sorted mentally. The first way to be sorted mentally is to practice meditation and mind dumping. I cannot emphasize on this enough. It's magical. It has changed lives. It has changed my life. Please try it. It will help you build unshakable confidence just by dressing well and taking care of your mental health. It works. How to not interfere in between conversations. That's the first question I answered in this live. When I save this and put it out on our page, you can go and watch it again. I go to CBT therapy, some words to overcome anxiety and depression. Best answered by a therapist. How to heal myself by myself. There are a lot of ways. First step would be to work on self-awareness, see what is it that's right, see what is it that's wrong, and then you'll have to go step by step on how you could work on it. For example, if you see that there's a challenge that I have low self-esteem, start by talking to people who have worked on their self-esteem, start by reading about self-esteem, becoming aware. Everything's out there, you just have to make a little bit directional effort. How can I be smart at communication? You can only be smart at communication if your mind is in a direction. If your mind is clouded with a lot of thoughts, you'll always fumble while speaking. The next thing is to practice reading out loud. So take a book and practice out reading. It'll just help you with your articulation, right? And then if you want to work more on your communication skills, get professional help. There's so many aspects of communication. It's such an underrated topic which is talked about so much, but nobody talks about the direction to work upon it to actually enhance it on a deeper level. Okay, next question. How to create a self-image? So self-image हमेशा से created रहती है. क्यों? Self-image is how we see ourselves. We always see ourselves in some light. How can we improve it? We can improve it by working on the way we think, feel, speak, act and behave. So that's when you get help from behavior coaches or transformational coaches. And an easy way to start pushing your self-image in the right direction is to work on the way you dress and groom. Because you dress and groom on the basis of how you think of yourself. If you think you're chubby, you will wear clothes that hide, or you will wear clothes that stem from the fact that you're chubby. So by dressing you and grooming yourself, enhancing the way that you're doing it can help your self-image, and of course the way you think, feel, speak, act and behave. Okay, how to boost self-esteem and self-worth. As I said, this is a topic that we covered in our success mindset workshop. Self-worth you can increase by becoming aware of your strengths and weaknesses. Self-esteem is when you start practicing your strengths to be able to build confidence in those strengths ki haan mujh mein exist karti hain, I'm aware of them and I'm doing certain tasks to be able to use these skills to my advantage. That's how you can do it. That's where you can start. How to stay motivated and focused. I did this in today's session. So I had a session with this beautiful, amazing girl, and she asked me the very same question, Divya, how can I stay focused and motivated? Throughout the day, we're doing a lot of things which are taking away our energy. They are burning our energy. तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं? हमें कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें करनी हैं जिससे हमें वो energy वापस मिले. Since childhood, we have been doing certain things which help us not only relax, but help us feel energized. And no, I'm not talking about sleep. It can be going for a walk, going for a drive, listening to music, meditating. For some people, it can be praying. It can also be cooking and baking. These things are very therapeutic in nature. It makes one feel energized mentally. So figure out those things and you will be able to get back your energy, to stay motivated. And I've answered the question on how to stay consistent. Make sure that you don't miss any task more than once, and you always figure out the easiest way to do those particular tasks. Increase the difficulty level steadily and slowly. Don't try to run a marathon. Crawl towards your goal. Next one. How to concentrate on what we are doing. Concentration, very easy. This hack I use called the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of work, set an alarm. After 25 minutes, take 5 minutes break. But make sure that you don't take that break in front of a screen. Do something which brings back your energy. Take a walk, meditate, talk to a loved one, etc. But follow this technique, 25 minutes, 5 minutes, do 4 cycles of this, then take a 45 minutes break and so on. It's the easiest method to stay focused till you're working on your own self journey. I am unable to follow the to-do list. What shall I do? To-do lists are failure waiting to happen. To-do lists don't work because they don't help you prioritize. Follow the quadrant method. It's given in the 90 days planner. It's given in the 23 days challenge booklet. It's based on prioritizing and scheduling your task. Try it. Put down the tasks which are few in number. Start with fewer tasks. Follow it according to the quadrant method. You will see an instant change. At least practice it for 90 days and you will see that your productivity has gone from 0 to 100. How can we burn energy? You're constantly burning energy when you're doing any task. How to overcome shyness? By working on your self-confidence. If somebody asks me a question, I feel they are controlling me, what can I do about it? This is a question best answered one-to-one. So you can DM us and we can talk to each other on a personal private space and then figure out what's the reason for it. How to control anger? You don't control emotions. There's nothing in the world that you can control, not even your emotions. So what do? You learn to manage them. How can you manage anger? By working on your emotional intelligence. How can you work on your emotional intelligence? By knowing how to manage your emotions, how to understand your emotions, how to communicate those emotions, and also how to understand the emotions of other people. How can I overcome self-doubt? हमें सेल्फ डाउट तब होता है जब हमें क्लैरिटी नहीं होती. हमें क्लैरिटी क्यों नहीं होती? क्योंकि हम अपने आप से बात नहीं करते हैं. इसका मतलब हमें क्या करना है, हमें सेल्फ अवेयरनेस बिल्ड करनी है. हमें सेल्फ अवेयरनेस कैसे बिल्ड करनी है, हमें हर रोज अपने आप से डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस पूछने हैं और हमें अपने बारे में जानना है. हम अपने बारे में और कैसे जान सकते हैं, बाय टेकिंग एज मेनी साइकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट्स एज पॉसिबल, बाय हैविंग कॉन्वर्सेशंस, बाय फिगरिंग आउट मोर अबाउट आवरसेल्व्स, बाय सीकिंग प्रोफेशनल हेल्प टू गाइड अस कि हम किस तरह के इंसान हैं. उससे क्या होगा, हमें क्लैरिटी मिलेगी दैट ओ दिस इज हु आई एम, आई कैन पेंट अ पिक्चर, एंड हेंस self-doubt would decrease. That's the first step that you can take to improve your self-confidence. Okay, these were all the questions that I believe we got. Yeah, we've covered all the questions that came to us in the question box. If you guys have any more questions related to productivity, consistency, motivation, you can ask them down here below. I would love to answer them. However, I'm so proud of each one of you for asking such difficult questions and also being motivated enough to do something about them. अब जो मैंने जितने questions answer किए वो सुनने में preachy लग सकते हैं, तो आपको क्या करना है, आपको मैंने जो भी बोला उसको अगर आपने लिखा है, try to do it tomorrow. So there's no better time. If you can do it today, do it now. If you can't, do it tomorrow, first thing. And once you've done it, DM us. DM us that Divya, you gave this advice, I tried it, this is what happened, what next? I will for sure ask the team, I will come up, I'll give you a follow-up solution, but try. Because right now, आप जो भी कर रहे हो आपके blind spots हैं. आपने कभी नहीं किया, आपको डर लग रहा है, there's apprehension, you're still figuring out what to do, what you can't do. It's fine, it's okay. Try, and I promise you things will work out. How to deal with attachment and rejections? Okay, attaching yourself to people is good, makes you human. Being rejected, don't take it personally. And I know it's easier said than done. But if someone says, oh no, you're not the right person for me, or they tell you that, okay, no, I don't want what you want from this relationship, it's because you are seeing that relationship from a different light altogether. आप उस इंसान को ही नहीं समझे हो जिसको आप वो relationship offer कर रहे हो, because clearly that person wants completely something else, and it's not because of you. It's because of who they are. And if you're strong enough to get clarity, I would say ask them questions. Why not? What do you want? What is it that I'm asking that's making you uncomfortable? No matter how much I teach you about communication, it comes down to very simple things. When you're talking to somebody, talk to them feeling like you're not getting attacked. They're just putting their point across. Listen to understand, not to reply. Ask questions about the doubts you're having, about the things that they've talked about. And then repeat what the other person has said so that they feel understood. And then continue this loop till you come to a conclusion and summarize it. Okay, so great. From this conversation, this is what I've understood. If they agree, that means you've reached the right conclusion. And mostly any rejection that you face in a relationship is not because of who you are, it's because you both weren't right for each other. You are looking for very different things right now, and trust me, you're better off without them. Books for improving self-esteem. Okay, so see, self-esteem से पहले self-worth पे work करना ज़रूरी है, और उसके लिए जो आपको book पढ़नी चाहिए, why don't you start with something, okay, I believe I have that book with me in my library. I will take a snap of it, I'll take a picture and put a story, so watch out for that. There are quite a few books that I have, but I'd like to give you something very simple to start off with. So I will put up a story, and if I don't, please remind me, because it's not in my quadrants yet. I am from India. I'm a proud Indian. How to identify your own strengths and weaknesses. So this very amazing exercise that I did with a group of people that I trained, at Max Bupa when I took a corporate workshop was, take a piece of paper, fold it into two halves. On one side, make a list of 5 people that you don't like and 5 people that you love. After you've made those 2 separate lists of people that you don't like and the people that you love, make a list of all the attributes of the people that you don't like. What are the attributes that you don't like, and write them down here below. And similarly, for the people that you love, write down the things and the attributes that you love about them. Mostly, the things that you love are your strengths and the things that you don't like are your weaknesses. Try it out and let me know how that worked out for you. You can DM us. Great. So I believe we answered all the questions. Thank you so much, all of you. You've asked such brilliant questions, and I hope that you act upon it. And once you do, you have to remember, that's my thumb rule. If I helped you, you have to let me help you by DMing us that Divya, aapne jo bola maine kiya, this is the result that I got. I would love to hear from you. Now we're going to save this live on our Instagram. Go watch it, help yourself out, and if there's anything else that we can help you with, remember to send us a message. Because you have to know that you are your biggest asset and you need to start working on yourself. So start now and start with you. Bye everyone.